Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, then hi, hello, I'm Shelby. It's very nice to make your acquaintance. So today I'm going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me video. I'm going to be catching you guys up on my life, what's going on, what's been happening lately. So if you guys want to see this chit chat, get ready with me video, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm just going to talk just a little bit about the products I'm using because some of these things are new. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Everyone on YouTube talks about this, and by everyone I mean Jeffree Star. And because of him, basically everybody's been, you know, getting this, and he puts it on his beauty blender. So obviously I'm gonna put it on my beauty blender. I have said multiple times on this channel that really primers never do anything. The only primer that does anything is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer guy. This stuff, girl, if you have dry skin or really any kind of skin, because it sets pretty quickly, you need it in your life. It really does, like, I don't know, it's like a drink of water for your skin. It's just like all your little lines and your little dryness, and it just like creates a very nice smooth canvas. You're probably wondering, Shelby, actually probably none of you guys are wondering where I've been. So I started a new job in July, which, girl, it has been the best thing ever. I absolutely love this job. I feel like I was put on this earth for this job, as dramatic as that sounds. Yeah, it really was like a huge blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. Me not having a job for a year and a half was a blessing in disguise. But honestly, like, I am so grateful for this position. Like, I just want to work so hard and do my best, and I want to see sort of the fruits of my labor. I feel like in all my past jobs, I was really never there long enough to really see the fruits of my labor sort of pan out. But also, like, I was at so many jobs where they were like, not so many jobs, I was at one job where they were like, oh my gosh, like, the education you're getting here is like so much better than getting your master's. You're basically getting your master's here. And I was like, I remember just sitting there being like, what are you talking about? Everything that I'm doing at this company is from my own brain. You've literally taught me nothing. I can't put on my resume like, oh, at this job I like got my master's or got an education that was similar to a master's. Bitch, no it wasn't. These under eye circles are something fierce. Let me talk about that. So at this new company I am in charge of like content creation. I'm really excited. I'm doing a YouTube channel for them, which I'm so excited about. So please go follow Beautyac. It's I'm a Beautyac is, I believe, the handle. I'll link it below. I'm going to be doing videos over there and just editing, and I honestly have loved learning how to edit, doing YouTube videos. It's really been a great creative outlet for me, and just being like self-taught is something that I'm honestly really proud of. In most jobs, it's kind of like, oh, this is what I did at my last job. But it's honestly like you have to have like a Boy Scout, like you have to have all these patches to show before you can move up. And video editing was something that I was never like taught in school, yet I got a job, and like that is a big part of my job, is like video editing. Next product, I mean, not next product, I've been doing my face, but I wanted to talk about this product. I got it for my birthday. Yes, my 28th birthday just happened. I don't want to talk about it, I'm old, okay? But I asked for this Hourglass. It's the Illume Sheer Trio. Sheer Colored Trio. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I didn't know how I'd feel about it, and honestly I've been using it every single day. I just use it on the back of my beauty blender, and like that bronzer, girl, it's pretty dark, but you can just like continue to blend it out, and obviously it'll kind of sheer out the color, but I just look so bronzy and so nice. And it's like the first cream bronzer where I didn't feel like I had to add on bronzer on top, you know what I mean? So anyway, I was video editing. We went to Vegas for Cosmoprof and I got all this amazing footage. Last night I was editing that content and my computer crashed. It ended up crashing my computer and my SD card was plugged in. I've never had this happen in my life, but I just smashed my finger in this. Ow! But I had my SD card in the computer when it crashed. It wiped my SD card of all videos. Of all videos. Like, it kept the photos, but it deleted everything that I was like needing. And because I don't have an external hard drive, I wasn't like immediately dumping it onto my computer because my computer doesn't have enough space to dump all of that video content onto my personal computer. So I just keep it on the SD card because I'm like, I've never seen an SD card just completely wipe. So I had done all this work, lost all of it because my computer, and luckily I like found a backup to where it had like saved itself before like crashing, and luckily I was able to get most of the video footage content back. Honestly, it was like devastating, and this all happened at like 8 o'clock at night. So I was up until 3 a.m. trying to recover everything, trying to edit everything and upload it to our YouTube page. So that way, if the files for whatever reason start corrupting, and when they start corrupting, unless you have the original footage backed up on an SD card, you can't get that footage back. Anyway, I was very, very upset. I like called my husband, who is not here. Of course, all these things happen when my husband is like gone. Okay, so I'm using the Norvina palette. Look how pretty it is. I saw this, and this is like not one of the first Anastasia palettes. Soft Glam, I bought it, but honestly I was not like super like, ooh, I'm excited to use that, just because it's pretty basic and I had a lot of those shades. But I saw this and I was just like, nobody really has a palette like this out. And sometimes I dabble into purples, but I really like the fact that they do have your warmer, your more neutrals, and kind of your pinky shades. I will say, like, look at this pink shade. So in the pan it looks way lighter, and then you put it on your finger, like, look at how dark that pink is to this pink in the pan. Hopefully on camera it registers, but like, that's not some little pink. This one is way darker as well, like way darker. I mean, like look at that. I'm just gonna take the shade Summer. It's kind of like a goldy shade, and I'm just gonna pack that on the lid. I find that these shimmer shades do have a lot of fallout, but I will say I've had issues with some Anastasia shimmers where it's like they almost have too much oil in them and they get kind of like a hard, weird film on it. Like in Subculture, the electric shade that everybody was like, ooh, I want to use that shade, and you'd stick your finger in it and none would come off on your hand. So that's why I think that these are more crumbly, because I think it was like they were having such an issue with their shimmer formula being like that oily, weird consistency, that they would rather have like Fallout City than, and like have them almost crumble a bit, than to deal with the issue. Did y'all hear about the Lemonade palette incident? I got an email and it was like, by the way, we think that you may have gotten like a bad batch. And honestly, I like had not dug into the palette enough to figure out if it was like a bad batch. And they were like, email us if you have a bad palette. Then they sent an email that was like, basically anybody who put in an order with the Lemonade palette, like, don't worry, you're going to get a new palette regardless of, you know, if your palette is bad or good or whatever. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like maybe I need to hold on to the palette to make sure, like, you know, some people, they'd be like, oh, send it back to us, because like that's a $42 palette that they're just going to ship me a new one. So I was like, there has to be some sort of catch. I get another email and it's like, yeah, just like keep your other palette. So I ended up selling it on Poshmark because I was like, it's not like a bad palette, but you know, like I'll just, you know, try to sell it. I don't want two of the same palettes. I put it listed as 40 for like an hour, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna take it down to like 38. It immediately sold. It had no likes on it, no nothing, just immediately sold to somebody. And so I feel like I basically like made money. I mean, like that's like what, like a $4 palette that you pretty much just bought. I really commend Christine for doing that, because girl, that's like a bold move. And I know that she got a lot of flashback and it was like all over the drama channels. I feel like nobody can say anything but good, because she had a problem and owned up to it and like immediately fixed it. And to me, that deserves way more credit than the fact that the palette was bad. I put on some Lancome primer. This is the best eyeshadow primer ever. Now, I think I want to use this, the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I got a sample of this from Sephora. I tried it, I loved it. It looks very basic and it's in a very basic bottle. I really like this stuff because it makes your lashes look wispy. We will see how this holds up. When you put primer on your eyes, you need like a very black and intense, in my opinion, mascara. Like this guy's not really doing it. Like I'm gonna have to put a bunch of coats to cover up all that white eyeshadow primer. Okay, so I'm all done with my mascara and everything else. I just gotta put something on these lips. So I think I'm just gonna take, this is kind of like a pinky, very sheer wash of like red color, because this eye look is kind of warmer. This should be fine to go with this look. I'm actually going to get my ears pierced again. I have these holes, and I used to have these holes pierced, but they have basically filled themselves in. So I'm going to go get my second piercing on my ears again done today. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know that you like Get Ready With Me makeup videos. Also, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button down below. Become a member of our small but growing family. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. Every time.